Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I have, let me turn you around, I am at the Forth Road Bridge. I thought I'd start the day here. It's so still and it's so quiet. It's lovely, not a breath of wind. Now it's about 40 minutes to sunrise, but I think we're losing the colour already. It's not it's not too good, but we've got lots of reflections and stuff that we can try and make use of. And I've also got a new lens, 85mm, which I'm hoping to tell you a little bit more about later on. But yeah, I have been busy. It's been like 2 months since I last came up here, up to Scotland, which might have been the last video you saw, actually, I think, thinking about it. But I did manage to spend a few hours with a fellow photographer, Simon Laowa. So I'd like to take you back there and show you some of the images I managed to get with him up in Dartmoor. Now, it wasn't a particularly successful morning for me because it was so cold and I was so underdressed for it. But I know Simon managed to get some cracking images. But I'll show you that with you now while I get set up here. Hello, welcome to today's video. Now, when you actually come to meet another YouTuber for the first time, it's always best that you go to the right car park where you've agreed to meet and not go 5 miles away to somewhere else of a similar name. But I'm here now. I'm here with Mr. Simon Laowa, and we're at Bonehill Rocks in Dartmoor. And we're just waiting for the sun to come up over here, over Dartmoor here. Don't think a lot's going to be going on there at the moment. We've got no sort of cloud structure or anything like that, anything of interest. But if I'm quick, I don't know if you can pick that up, but I've got the moon setting just over there, and we've got the Earth's shadow just hitting the horizon over there. So hopefully we can make something of that. So I'm going to go and get a wiggle on, and if you'd like to stick around for the next 15 minutes or so, hopefully we'll get some images like this. Well, because I'm such a spoon and I wasn't really planning on coming out first thing in the morning like this, I didn't bring any cold weather gear or anything like this, and honestly it is unpleasantly cold. Yeah, beyond belief. So I've got my hands in my pockets most of the time. I'm just basically waiting for the moon to go down over Widdicombe, because Widdicombe has a big transmission tower just over that, and the moon is just tantalisingly setting behind it. Now the play off with that is that the colour is going off the sky, because you can see the sun's coming up over here. It's obviously bathing the whole moors in this beautiful orangey light. It's absolutely gorgeous. But the shot that I'm wanting with the moon setting is just over there, and so the colours are gradually fading in the sky. But I've got the 100 to 600, the 100 to 400 on the camera, and I'm just basically zooming in and getting the tower in focus, and just waiting for the waiting for the moon to just sort of set behind it. It's so tantalisingly close. I was hoping it might set right behind it, but I don't think it's gonna. But I don't know. Let's have a look.
This image didn't turn out quite the way I'd expected, but with a little bit of processing through Nix 6 Silver Effects, this is the image that I ended up with.
We've got some gorgeous light coming on this tree, and I thought I'd make use of the rocks in behind, as you can see just over my shoulder there. And there is also a boulder just there, which I'm trying to make use of just to balance up the picture. So as you can see, I'll just brighten this up a little bit so we might be able to see what is we are doing. So the image is looking pretty much something like that. So we've got the tree on the left hand side, balanced with the boulder on the right, and right in the centre of the shot we've got the tor itself. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there. Now, just as a safety, I have done a focus stack focusing on the boulder on the bottom right hand side, also on the tree and on the tor itself, but I'm shooting at f/16, which is quite a small aperture for what I normally shoot, to be honest, but yeah, I think just as a safety shot I'll do that just in case, but I think I've probably got that in one shot. Well, as you know, I'm a bit of a sucker for black and white, and I'll put the black and white profile on the back of the camera, as I so often do, just to sort of, I don't know, just play with the idea of it, really. And what I'm doing is I'm slightly overexposing it by a stop. Just basically because I want to blow the skylight out, or the highlights out on the left-hand side, because you've got the darkness of the tree on the right-hand side, and the sky is blowing out on the left-hand side, and you've got the clouds are coming in the clouds are coming in just behind the tree, separating it from the blues and what have you on the left-hand side. Now, I am purposely overexposing it because I just like that sort of look that this tree is giving. So yeah, here's the shot. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today for this area. I'm going to say cheerio to Simon, because we're going to go and find a coffee shop somewhere in a minute. So it's been nice to catch up with him today, and hopefully we'll do this again sometime soon. So,
thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah, well,
a little cold.
Yeah, oh man, it's been cold. It's been so cold. Oh, it's been really bad. But yes, so yeah, look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now. Yes, well, as you can see, that was pretty cold that morning, but a couple of nice images. And yeah, wow, what can we do here? Look at this. This is absolutely amazing. It's so still, it's so quiet, and got the morning chorus going on. Now, what I'm trying to do is just sort of like make use of the expanse of this bridge going off into the distance. Now, obviously it's a very iconic place. There's not very many sort of shots that you can get different that anybody else has taken, really. But yeah, I suppose it's the fun is just trying. Again, I don't think we're going to get too much colour in the sky, sadly, this morning. There was talk of rain coming in today, so I'd hope maybe there'll be a bit of rain clouds or something like that. That might reflect some of the light. But again, it's so still, it's lovely. So what I'm going to do basically is just have a go at sort of try and smooth out the water a little bit more, go for a really long shutter speed on this set of images, and I might actually take a few panoramas, I think, because although I've got the 24mm on, it's still not just quite wide enough, so I'd like to try and take in some of the sort of like the main stanchion on this side of the water before it disappears over into the distance. Now, I'm thinking shallow depth of field a little bit so that you can make the most of this main section here first before it disappears into the distance, and just then that should just give you a feeling of depth in the image. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do for this section of images, and we'll move around and see what we can find. Okay, I'm trying to do something a little different here. Obviously you've got the impressiveness of this whole bridge, but I'm just trying to sort of pick out some little details. I've put the 100 to 400 on. Now I'm using the exposure to blow the sky out altogether, and I just want to pick out on some very little details. Now we've got this sort of scaffolding going up the side of the main stanchion. And what I've done is I've kind of done a very sort of abstract sort of composition where I've put this sort of scaffolding staircase to one side, right over to one side of the image, and I've just let the rest of it just be overexposed and just be there, you know. And yeah, it I quite like it. So I'll pop that up for you now. Let's see what you think. Okay, something slightly different again on the same theme. You've got these, you've got the uprights of the structure, and you've got all this sort of texture going on. Again, it's a similar composition as before, without the negative space. I just like the play on the shadows. So you've got some light shadows, dark shadows, and you've got the staircase. So all I've done is just basically shifted the camera around a couple of degrees just to put the staircase on the other side and take into consideration the shadows and the texture of the main support. But again, it looks interesting on the back of the camera, but yeah, different take. Well, I was just stood down on the quay just here, just behind me. So I've just walked, I don't know, 10 metres down. But we've also got the old bridges behind you there, but we've also got the newer bridges on this side. And what sort of stood out to me is just, I don't know if you can see that on there, but you've got all the supports and stuff. Where the sun's just coming up, it just caught my eye that you had this wonderful sort of like fan shape going on, and so by putting the 100 to 400 in, I've brought that in nice and close, just because I want to make use of the patterns. So as you can see, I've just got the main support, the main stanchion right slap bang in the middle, and we've got all these sort of spurs coming off here. You've got a little bit of the other bridge just creeping into the shot just here, which I'll probably either sort of crop this out because I want to keep as much as the detail or as much of the spread of the bridge as I can. I might zoom in just a little bit more, but then obviously I'm not sure if the image kind of falls apart a little bit. But it was just the way the sun was just glinting on the supports, and yeah, it just throwed up this sort of symmetrical shape, and yeah, I quite like that. Well, that's it for another video. Now I'm going to head off and look for some other locations as I'm up here for the weekend. I've got another project to do on Monday, so I've got Saturday and Sunday to play with. Now tomorrow's not looking too good, so it's nice to be able to put something together, a nice short video this morning, just to sort of like get the photography goggles back on again. And yeah, I'm going to go. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go this afternoon, apart from a coffee shop. But I think that's the next step. So yeah, coffee shop, and then find another location, and maybe be able to put something together to share with you there. But if you'd like to leave a like and subscribe and all those good things, that would be fantastic. All the information will be in the gallery for the images that I've taken, and I look forward to doing this with you again real soon. Bye for now.